Hey guys, Jason here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be looking at the DERPY SHIZ mod. It's pretty cool. It's got some mobs, some tools, some armor, and overall it's just a great mod. So if you do enjoy this mod, make sure you smack that like button. Let's see if we can get 2,000 or 3,000 likes for this mod showcase. But other than that, I will see you guys in the video. Hello stars, Jason here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase. First off, happy holidays to whatever holiday you are celebrating this year, because today is Christmas and I've got a great mod showcase for you guys. So today we're looking at the DERPY SHIZ mod. That's right, the DERPY SHIZ mod. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got lots of cool little derpy things in it. Anything from mobs to, like, animated textures to freaking a ton of armor and weapons. It's pretty cool. We're going to get to it. I'm going to show you guys all that stuff. So, we're going to start off here with the Axis block. It's kind of weird. It doesn't really have a purpose right now. The mod maker is working with these and gears and gearboxes and stuff. So, we're going to encounter those, but they're just kind of here for now. They don't really do too much. But what you can do with them is craft a hammer, and to craft that, it will just be an iron ingot on top of a stick. And then you can use this hammer to rotate them in the direction that you're facing. It's kind of weird. It's really just what the hammer does. I mean, it can rotate other blocks like stairs without deleting the block. It can rotate furnaces. You just have to shift right click. It can rotate repeaters and comparators, pistons, logs of any type, dispensers and hoppers, and a quartz pillar block. So it can just rotate those for now. No big deal. That's kind of the derpy part of the mod, since, I mean, the rest kind of makes sense, so, and it's fun. So we're going to get to that now, starting with the Fluorite Lamps. So you will actually have to craft these, and they're all crafted differently with different ores you find underground, different fluorites, and it's kind of confusing because they're different colors than what they're crafted with. So it's funny, but yeah, you craft these. They're basically glowstone. They provide light, and also they can be used as little indicators when you're traveling in a cave or something and you want to mark a dead end of some type. You can put a certain color down there, so that's pretty cool. But next up, we got Lasagna. Pretty derpy. I don't know why it's in this mod, but it is, and you can't craft it. So, I mean, as you see, I've got this horse behind here. He's just chilling. What we're going to do is we're going to kill his horse. We're just going to kill him. He's dead. He's going to die. And as you can see, he drops count 'em, 2 lasagnas. So you can freaking eat these, and I'm sure they taste great. But yeah, I'm in game mode 1, so I'm not going to eat it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you kill horses and you get lasagna in this mod. Pretty derpy. There's also this gear, and we're going to run into these, like I said, but they don't really do anything. You can craft this gear, though. It's just a piece of wheat with 4 lasagna. I'm pretty sure he's going to be doing stuff with gears later on, so I'm just not going to mention them. I'll show you how to craft 1 or 2, but then after that, it's pretty straightforward. So here is amber here. This is the amber block, and this is the amber ore, and you can actually only make 1 item with amber, and that is the amber sword. And what makes this really cool is that it has really good enchantability. So if you're looking for that in a sword, grab the amber sword. Next up is fake diamond. It'll trick you when you're digging underground. You don't want to encounter a fake diamond. It's just a letdown. You get it, and it looks like this. The block kind of looks cool, though, to be honest. And it can make a few things. It can make a fake Diamond Hoe, which is surprisingly has a high durability, which I kind of damaged it a little bit. It has 400. You know, it's not like high because diamond's like 1500 or whatever, but iron's still less than 400. So for a fake diamond, it's pretty high durability, whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can make that, or you can make a fake diamond circlet. Not sure what this is. I didn't see it on the forum, so if you guys know what it is, let me know in the comments below. I know you can wear it, but I don't see any effects over here, so I don't know if it gives you an effect or you're stronger or whatever. But if you guys know, leave a comment, and if you want to know, check down in those comments. But I'm going to go ahead and leave this circlet on. Next is titanium. Titanium is super cool because it's actually better than iron. Both the tools and the armor is generally better than iron. It's pretty cool. It looks good too. It's like a dark gray color. It has one of those gears I was talking about. But to craft the gears, they're basically a cross with whatever material that you mine is. But yeah, anyways, here is all the tools. They're crafted just how you think they are. And yeah, it's dark gray. It's basically just armor. It's just dark gray. It looks like that. Next up is ruby. Rubies have been added officially in this mod here. Ruby's pretty cool because it is a tiny bit worse than diamond, which obviously means it's better than iron. And then you can also make a ruby circlet here with this, and I don't know what that does. We'll go ahead and put it on, see if it makes a difference. I don't think it does, but it might do something else. But yeah, this is ruby armor and ruby tools. So, I mean, they're a little bit worse than diamond. You can kind of get an idea. I'm going to move on to the next because we got a lot more ores to cover here. We're going to go through a lot of them. And they're not all armor or tools or anything. Some of them do different stuff. So, like turquoise here, you can make a turquoise axe, which is pretty cool. It actually has a harvest level of diamond, so that's pretty cool. Otherwise, it's pretty bad, but it has a harvest level of diamond. So if you want to quickly just make one of those, then do it if you find some turquoise. Plus, the block looks like that. Kind of cool. But yeah. Next is amethyst. This is pretty cool. I like this block. It's actually better than diamond, as it says over here, but it is definitely more rare. You're not going to find this very often, but when you do, it's great. It's a great feeling because you can make tools out of it and armor and a circlet. So I bet the circlet's got to be cool. The ore looks like that, and then I guess it's kind of nethery themed. I guess you find it. I don't know if you find it in the nether or if you can find it in the overworld. I didn't see any info on that. Let me know in the comments below if you do happen to know, though. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It looks great. It looks really cool. I definitely want to try on the armor, though. If this is going to be better than diamond, I'm going to have to try on the armor and see what it looks like. So yeah, I mean, it's pink and purple. You know, if you're not a fan, I'm sorry, but it's pretty good armor. Okay, so moving on here, we got brown fluorite. This is what I was talking about earlier with those lamps. This is what you're going to have to mine to craft the lamp. And to craft a red fluorite torch, which is basically just a red torch, it's one of those brown fluorites surrounded by torches. And then to get the lamp, you actually get 3 of them. It's one brown fluorite surrounded by 4 of these torches, and then some glass panes in the corners. So it's the same for these next 2 colors. It's just different ores, if that makes any sense. Look at this. It's red fluorite, but you end up getting blue, which I don't make much sense, or which I don't quite understand. So, I mean, it's just kind of funny, but yeah. Red will get you blue, and then pink fluorite will get you green. So, kind of funny. But next up is copper here. Copper is pretty cool. It's worse than iron, but it's more common. So, this is one of your other cool sets you're going to be looking out for and getting early on in your survival world. You can craft tools here. As you can see, they're all pretty cool. And then you got your armor set right there. So, it's a little bit worse than iron. Just remember that. Next is endurium. I don't know. Endurium? That sounds about right. But it's super cool. This is a freaking sick ore, you guys. Look, you can make an endurium sword. This thing's crazy. It's crafted just like this. It's the best sword in this mod. It's the sword with the highest attack, as you can see right there. You can also make that gear or whatever. But it looks cool. I'd imagine you find it in the end because it's an end ore. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and set the time back to 0, and we're going to move on to electromite. Electromite looks like this. It really has no uses. It only has a gear, but the block looks cool, so that's a plus. If you just want the block for decoration, then dig up some electromite. But next is my favorite ore, I think. I think that dark ore has got to be my favorite ore. It looks crazy. It looks cool. It's just like black, so it's awesome. And then the ore looks like that. The block looks like that. And then it's got lots of effects. Like the 2 things you can make with it, rock. So first off, we can make a dark sword. And the dark sword will actually give you infinite haste when you hold it. It'll give whatever you hit, monsters, mobs, players, it'll give them blindness. It's also invisible. Well, it doesn't say much more, but it turns invisible when you are invisible. So it doesn't give away your position, so that's pretty awesome. It also will give you infinite invisibility if you have this dark cloak on, which, by the way, is made like this. It's made with a few piggy corn horns, which is a new mob. So get ready for that, you guys. It's going to be cool. We're going to see that in a second. And then also it looks like it takes a patterned wool from the mod, which we're about to see as well. Some black wool, and then, of course, the dark gems. Sorry we haven't seen those items yet, but it'll make sense in a second. The dark sword is crafted like this. It's a little weird. It's not what you think it'd be. But the piggy corn horn, and then 6 of these dark gems. But whenever you have them both, you're freaking crazy. I'm going to go ahead and wear them right now. By the way, the dark cloak will give you infinite speed and will also be invisible whenever you're invisible. So I'm going to go ahead and hold this sword. As you can see, I'm invisible because I freaking have both of them on, and I'm fast, and I'm basically just a secret sneaky spy. Like, I could be the ultimate stealth killer. So, yeah, no, anyways, it's pretty cool. But moving on here, we got the 10. 10 is pretty much useless, it said on the forum, so it's really, you know, no big deal, as you can see. But it looks pretty cool, like, if you want an alternative to, like, an iron block, I mean, it kind of looks similar. But, yeah, next up is lead here. It's the same situation, you know, there's nothing really new with this yet, but it looks like that. And last but not least, we've got, I don't know how to say this, Wurfelium. I don't, real fast, I'm not sure. But this is the craziest. This has to be the coolest, almost like unique set of tools here. So we've got a Wurfelium sword and a Wurfelium pickaxe. And these things are freaking crazy. This sword will light up whenever a monster is nearby. You guys, a monster. So if I just spawn in, say, a spider, because they can survive daytime. Let's just go with that. Alright, we got to be on easy mode first. There we go. Alright, so I spawn in the spider. And look, okay, so my sword is normal. And as I get closer, I think when I get in a radius of like 10 blocks or something like that, bam, freaking lets me know that it's nearby. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. But like, that'd be very useful, obviously, in caves or a place where it's pretty dark and you don't know who's nearby. And then you just kill them because your sword lets you know. And it's the same deal here with the pickaxe, because whenever there's ores nearby or whatever, it will let you know. Obviously, there isn't any on this super flat map, but there are ores over there, so we'll use those for example. When I get within like 10 or so blocks, it'll let me know. So when you're digging underground, you're essentially always going to have this pickaxe green. Like, it's going to be super green all the time, just because there's probably got to be ores all around you. So you know, it's kind of an iffy superpower. But moving on here, we've got these patterned wools. So these are all like super weird. They're crafted differently, and if you want to know how to craft them, check out Not Enough Items. It'll tell you all the recipes. But like you saw, when you do craft it, you get like 9, so that's pretty cool. You can use these as carpets or even like wallpapers. So you got all sorts of kinds of things. You got dotted wool, color dotted wool, squared wool. We got a hearted wool, Swiss wool, rainbow. We got a Mojang, German. Here's a Jebi wool, piggy wool, notched wool, and then just a few other ones. I like this checkered one. That's pretty cool too. But yeah, those can be used for, you know, whatever decoration purposes you have for them. And this last wool block is freaking crazy. Don't watch this, by the way, if you are prone to epileptic seizures. But yeah, this is crazy, man. Like, this wool right here is called the seizure wool, obviously. And I don't know how to craft it. I don't know if it's like a creative only item, but the other ones tell you how to craft it, but not that one. But yeah, this seizure wool is pretty crazy, as you can see. It obviously just flashes all colors of wool, so no big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and delete everything in my inventory here. And over here, you guys, we got what I like to call the piggy corn pen. So this is where I keep all my piggy corns. They usually spawn in a magical forest, and that's like a new biome in this mod as well. It's pretty derpy. I'll show you guys the trees in a second that are involved with that forest. All right, watch out, piggy corn. You trying to escape? Not in my land. Okay, so what you do with these guys is you can get a saddle, and you can frickin' ride them, and no matter what you have in your hand, you can control them. That's the best part about these little dudes. Like, it's not like a normal pig, because look, it's got a horn, and you can control it with whatever. You don't even need a carrot on a stick. So it's pretty cool. And whenever you do manage to kill them, by the way, like this, they end up dropping some pork chop, obviously, and then a piggy corn horn, which is what you're going to need in those recipes we went over earlier. But yeah, moving on here, we've got a few new trees, ebony and magic. And these are found in the magic biome that comes in the Derpy mod. It's pretty much just a entire forest of these purple trees. Otherwise, I'd show you guys. But you'll find these piggy corn guys there. And then, obviously, you can kill them and make some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the Derpy Shiz mod. I hope you liked it. But make sure you guys check out my channel and leave a like on this video if you'd like to see some more mod showcases from me. But other than that, I will talk to you stars later. And see you guys.